Hey my fellow investors, it's Julius here with another video of investing. You see, as an investor, you need to ask yourself the why question. Why are you investing? This is because I have realized during these few years of investing that when you ask yourself this question, it guides you and helps you to keep you on track. For instance, if you ask me why I'm investing, I'll tell you I'm investing because of retirement. Now, you could be investing for college if you want to go back to school, or a house, or a wedding, or a vacation that you want to take. Now, once you answer the why question, then it's going to give you an opportunity to set the time. Now, going back to my answer of why, because I'm investing for retirement, I now have to ask myself the when question. When do I want to retire? When are you going back to college? When is the wedding? When is the vacation? Now you see how everything is beginning to fall into place. Now once you put the time frame to why, now you have a clear idea of how much you need to put away to achieve this goal. Now when it comes to how much you can put away for your goal, it's going to come down to your income and your expenditure. Now you either have to be making more or have to spend less, because some of us want to stick to how we've been spending our money. We either want to stick with the same lifestyle, but the income that we are making is not adjusting or catching up with the lifestyle we're trying to live. So on that note, you may get a side gig to supplement your income. But if you can't get another job, then you have to cut back on how much you spend. So spending and earning go hand in hand when it comes to investing. But at some point in life, you have to make that choice. So why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because if you don't have a goal when it comes to investing, you may as well keep your money in a bank and go back to your 9-to-5 job and then let the system take care of you. And what I mean by that is work until you're 62 or 65 and then live off Social Security. But if you want to retire on your own terms, you have to invest, but then you have to set the goals. You have to have a goal, which is the big picture. That's what's going to guide you. If your goal is to retire in 10 to 20 years, then that's going to guide you on how much you have to put down. Because when you don't have a goal, then you won't have a plan. And then without a plan, you won't come up with interventions on how to reach your goal. So please, before you begin this journey of investing, know your why. Why are you joining this journey? Don't do it because it sounds good, although it does. But why does it sound good? Now, although my video started with the why and when question, it's not the reason or the main reason why I'm here today. I'm here to talk about real estate investment trusts, or what we call REITs, and how they can be a great source of income, especially when it comes to retirement. Now, REITs are for those who want to get into the real estate without having to buy physical properties. And most of these REITs pay monthly dividends, which is a good source of passive income. Now, however, talking about these three REITs is not the most important thing. In fact, there is a high percentage that you may not even buy any of these REITs I'm going to talk about. But my goal is to get you to begin investing, but not for you to invest in any of these three REITs. These REITs are just for my portfolio. Actually, in fact, I'm only owning one, then the other two are on my watch list. So when it comes to REITs, there's a lot to choose from. So in this video, I'm going to explore three REITs with the different strategies that may serve you or help you when it comes to investing in 2021. Now, these are going to be the Alexandria Real Estate Equities for life science exposure. Then we have the City Office REIT, which is for traditional office space exposure in promising markets. Then I have the Analyze Capital Management, which is for mortgage-backed income of the high-yielding variety. Now, before I break down each of these REITs, please make sure you have smashed the like button and subscribe to the channel to join the journey. So the first REIT that we're going to take a look at is the Alexandria Real Estate Equity. Now, this is an American real estate investment trust that invests in office buildings and laboratories leased to tenants in the life science and technology industry. Now, the company also has a long record of rewarding its investors. Alexandria is a pioneer in collaborative life science, technology, and giant tech campuses that now has over 31.2 million square feet of rentable space in key markets such as Brooklyn, San Francisco, New York City, San Diego, Seattle, Maryland, So when it comes to this REIT, the numbers speak for themselves, because this office REIT just paid a quarterly dividend of $1.09 per share back in December, building on a record of strategic growth since the 13 cents of the first dividend that it paid back in 1997. It also posted a net income of $324.2 million in the first 9 months of the year. Now, while many other REITs were struggling. So this gives you an idea of how reliable this REIT is. Now, while the yield is around 2.45 as of today, that looks like a reliable payout with room to grow in dividends and stock price. After all, Alexandria has about 16.2 million square feet in various stages of development and specializes in office space that's not easy to replicate at home. The second REIT is the City Office REIT. Now, City Office REIT has an interesting niche, which is acquiring and operating high-quality office properties. It is focused on acquiring, owning, and operating high-quality office properties located in metropolitan areas in the South and Western United States. Now, the company owns more than 20 office complexes comprising of approximately 64 office buildings with a total of approximately 5.7 million square feet of net rentable area, located in the metropolitan areas of Dallas, Denver, Orlando, Phoenix, San Diego, I think Seattle, and Florida. These are cities with a lower cost of living and doing business than our largest markets, but still offer favorable economic growth trends, including office space and rents, a diversified employment base, and a large government and a university presence. Now, its market cap of about 420 million, City Office was paying a nice yield of 6.14% based on its, I think around the beginning of this year. It also pays a dividend of 15 cents per share. Now, that was the fourth straight quarter for that payout after cutting it from I think around 23 cents per share back in April of 2020. Now, City Office is now planning to expand into what we may call Zoom towns. Now, the sub-markets around its core market that offers suburban living options for the occupants of its properties, with a focus on properties valued at 25 million to 100 million. Now, its managers might well find some bargains in that price range they can leverage to boost future growth and pay out in these stable growing markets. Lastly, the REIT that I think stands out great, if you want to invest in a real estate, is Alexandria Capital Management. Now, this is one of the largest mortgage real estate investment trusts. Now, this company borrows money primarily via short-term purposes agreements and reinvests the proceeds in asset-backed security. Alexandria Capital Management has the highest in all of these three REITs, paying around 11.06% in 12-month dividend yield as of January 5th. Now, this mortgage REIT paid a dividend of 22 cents per share back in December 2020, the third consecutive quarter for that amount, and Alexandria has yielded more than 10% per year since 2012. Now, this is a big REIT with 14 billion in permanent capital and about 103 billion in total asset, and it's been around for more than 20 years, executing on a diversified investment strategy that uses agency mortgage mortgage-backed securities, residential and commercial real estate, and middle market lending. Now, Annaly also has a commercial real estate and middle market lending to private equity backed businesses. Annaly stock has been on a roller coaster ride, closing at $8.23 on January 4th after falling from a 52 high over $10.50. But the company's focuses on structuring its holdings to deal with a different market cycle has resulted in its leading the S&P 500 in total return by over 1.5 times since it went public in 1997. Now, each of these three REITs has its own individual cases for being promising investment in 2021, and each carries its own risks as well. Now, for instance, rising interest rates could be more challenging. It could seem to Annaly capital management. It's hard to see what could go wrong for Alexandria Real Estate Equity, at least in terms of the space it occupies. But unexpected events have a way of changing everything. You know what's so funny is real estate has had an unfair advantage where it was not favoring guys like you and me, and with little to no money from getting into this industry. What do I mean? You probably know that real estate has long been the playground for the rich and well-connected people. And that, according to recently published data, it also has been the best performing investment in modern history, and with a set of unfair advantages that are completely unheard of with other investments, which I'm not surprised of to why. But with REITs, the barriers have come crashing down, and now it's possible to build real estate wealth through real estate at a fraction of what is used to cost, meaning the unfair advantages are now available to individuals like us. Now, it's going to come down to you, but if you ever want to get ahead in life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Now, don't look at the success of others, but look at the process. What do I mean? Look at what they have gone through to reach where they are. You know, most of us look at the success of people and we think they were different from us. But in fact, if you actually get to read where they have been and what they have gone through, you're going to realize they're not different at all. It all comes to you and a decision that you make in life. Anyway, thanks again for watching another video. I hope you like the content. Just leave a comment below with why you're investing in the first place, and if you think any of these three REITs can be beneficial, especially when it comes to your investing journey. You can also leave a comment below. Please don't forget to subscribe. I need more subscribers, and also please share the video. You know, there's so many people out there. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine. He was telling me he doesn't think he can afford retirement, and there are so many people like that out there. So when we share this video, and so many people can listen to it, because you see, we all have a starting journey. It doesn't matter how much you're making. We all begin somewhere, but you have to begin. If you don't begin, I mean, there's no way of getting to where you want to go. You have to first take that first step, and everything will fall into where they're supposed to be. But you have to initiate that first step. And you'll be surprised how many people are willing to help. But you got to put yourself in a situation where they can help you. Because no one, at the end of the day, no one is going to walk the walk for you. You have to take that step. So please share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also like the content so we can push it to more audience.